In 2007, I was writing a paper for the government on sustainable education reform. The context of the paper was how to restart an education system from scratch in a war-torn country. I was writing the paper as someone outside the education system with a background in systems engineering to see what innovations I might come up with. One of the ideas on the paper was the concept of wave reform. Our education prescribes 13 years of formal education. That's kindergarten, followed by another 12 years of instruction. It takes 13 years to deliver that education, otherwise, we would not require 13 years. So the question is, how to graduate world-class 12th graders? In order to graduate world-class 12th graders, you have to promote world-class 11th graders to the 12th grade. In order to have world-class 11th graders, you have to promote world-class 10th graders. If you carry the idea to its logical conclusion, the process has to start in kindergarten. Long-term sustainable education reform is a process that must come in waves. I cannot say promote a group of 11th graders into a completely reformed 12th grade system because those 11th graders would not be prepared for more rigorous learning. First, we look at how to create a world-class kindergarten. We retrain the teachers to that approach. We communicate those changes to the parents and let them know how they can support the effort. And lastly, we assess and enroll the children into that reformed kindergarten student. Now, we can debate what a world-class kindergarten class looks like, but the principle is sound. While these kindergartners are learning in a world-class kindergarten system, the work starts on reforming first grade by retraining those teachers in preparation for the entering class. In 13 years, you have a changed system. Education must be reformed in waves in order for students to be more prepared for the rigor of the next grade. Now, of course, we don't have to wait 13 years to launch the next wave, but the underlying idea that the child is promoted to the next class in their way of reform is sound. It has been tested, and it does work for two reasons. Number one, children promoted into the next grade level in their cycle are better prepared for a higher level of work. Number two, a big part of our education system is shifting culture. Wave reform allows for reasonable time for the culture to change. One school even implemented the wave reform approach as a system of school systems within their school system, each with their own tracks based on individual assessment data. I was told by a few administrators that the wave approach would work for them, except it would mean political suicide. Who wants to be the one to tell the parent of the child with a 5th grade reading level in the 10th grade that there is no way for that child to traverse 7 years of learning in the next 3 years? What we can universally commit to is helping those learners get at least to the 8th or 9th grade level by the time they're 18. What happens too often today, however, is that a child like this graduates with a significant graduation proficiency gap and is turned out into society as an educated adult. A graduation proficiency gap is when a student's class is testing below grade level, but they're graduated anyway. For example, Baltimore has a 17% proficiency rate in math and reading, but a graduation rate of 70.2. That difference is the gap. That is a 53.2 proficiency gap. It's the difference between the grade level proficiency and the graduation rate of the school. As a society, we have to wonder if these students are graduating with an effective education.